Hey everybody, and welcome to Shopping with Shana. It is time for a updated must-do deals video that runs from Wednesday, August 27th, which was yesterday, and runs through Tuesday of September 2nd of 2025. Now, this is, like I said, Thursday, August the 28th. If you're watching this on a later date, you'll know where I kind of fall in the timeline of this particular video series of deals. And like always, you always want to double check deals for me because I make mistakes. I'm imperfect for sure. But also sometimes, even though I give you a deal one day, the next day it could be gone based on, maybe they pull the rebate, maybe the coupon disappears, whatever the case might be. But we are in week 2 of our buy 5 or more, save $1 each mega sale. We also are going to really examine some really sweet deals when it comes to the weekly digitals that are brand new this week. We got a lot to talk about. So do me a huge favor. If you like to save money at Kroger, then why are you not subscribed? Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss any of my videos. And we are going to jump right on into this. So let's go. All right, we're going to start out with our mega sale deal. So just a quick reminder for those of you that are new to Kroger, new to couponing, whatever the case might be, you want to buy 5 or more participating items. You mix and match those items however you'd like, as long as they're participating. Once you get to that minimum of 5, you can buy as many as you want, 6, 7, 8. It just has to be a minimum of 5. You don't have to buy 5 of the same type of item, that type of thing. So $1 comes off at checkout once we hit that minimum of 5, and that's just a sale price. We can easily pair with coupons. They can be store manufacturer coupons in form of digitals, printables, insert coupons, whatever the case might be. And then we can also pair them with rebate apps like Ibotta, Fetch, Checkout 51, Swag Bucks, Merryfield, Shopkick. I'm going to talk about some of those new different rebates like Shopkick today. So if you need any of those, sign up today. Use my referral codes that are in the description box below. It helps me to keep making these videos for you, but also gives you some sort of extra savings in the process when you submit for that first receipt. All right, let me show you what is happening. All right, so this is a bit of an update to this deal on Betty Crocker cake and brownie mixes. So there is a Fetch rebate that I somehow missed for Betty Crocker baking mix or frosting. You spend $10 on these products and you get 500 points. Now that's really only 50 cents. So I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to buy a ton of cakes or brownies just to hit this threshold of $10. But if you are buying it, I would go ahead and submit your receipt to Fetch so you can maybe accumulate to that point. But, some people make a lot of cakes or brownies or whatever the case might be. So I did put together a scenario just in case you're interested. Again, if you're going to buy this many boxes, just look at the expiration dates and make sure that you have a while to use them. But my suggestion is to grab 3 of the Betty Crocker cake mixes that are regularly priced at $2.19 and 5 of the Betty Crocker brownie mixes that are regularly priced at $2.29. The mega sale is $1.19 to $1.29 each. Your out of pocket is going to be $10.02. So we're just barely over that threshold. And then we're going to take a receipt. We're going to submit it to Fetch for that 500 points. It's a limit of 3 times. So you could buy more if you wanted to do this more. Final cost ends up being $9.52 total or $1.19 each, which is the same as the just grabbing the cake mixes, but that way you get the brownie mixes for the same price. Anyway, all are Box Top products. Make sure you submit to the Box Top app, and there you go. Now, I don't have frosting in this mix of things, so you could end up grabbing a couple frostings and maybe not buy as many cake or brownie mixes, whatever the case might be, but there you go. I do need to give a shout out and thank you to somebody who notified me about this deal. I believe it's later on in this video that I post their comment because it also includes another deal. I could be completely wrong, but their rebate was for 300 points back on $8. So the Fetch rebates may vary from account to account. So just take that into consideration as you are putting together your deal. Double check your Fetch account. Make sure that it fits for you. So the next deal I have is the Briar Sandwich S'mores 16 ounce. These are regularly priced at $4.79. They're on sale for $4.49 each, and they're part of the mega sale for $3.49 each. Pay that out of pocket, and then we do have this fetch rebate for 1,000 points back on one, and it's limited 5 times. So now the final cost for these S'more ice cream sandwiches are going to be $2.49 each. I have not heard good things about this though. So if you've tried these before, let me know in the comments. I mean, they look good to me. Ice cream's ice cream, right? But I did have somebody comment on a video a while ago saying that they did not care for this product. So let me know in the comments if you've tried it and what you think of it. So the next deal I have for you is about the Klondike Reese's bars. Now, my video yesterday, I talked about a possible glitch deal on Klondike bars. I had two different Ibotta rebates, and they seem to be applying to the same product, although I never did go to the store to check and see. So I apologize about that. Some of you told me you didn't have the second one, that, like you had this one that you see here for the Ibotta, but didn't have the second one. So I don't know if that was maybe just kind of a weird thing, and maybe they're going to pull it or what the case might be. But anyway, we have these Klondike Reese's bars, 6 count. They're regularly priced at $4.79. They're on sale for $4.49 each, and they're part of the mega sale for $3.49 each. Pay that out of pocket. We have an Ibotta rebate that says for the Klondike bar, 6 count only, and it says it doesn't have a variety. It says any variety, basically. So you should get $1 back on each one of those, limited 3 times. There's also this fetch rebate for 1,000 points back on one, a limit of 5 times. It does say Reese's ice cream bars, cones, or sandwiches, although pictured there, they're not showing Klondike. When you actually go to the rebate itself, Klondike is included. So it should work on this one as well, although I have not tried it. Anyway, you can grab up to 3 of them for $1.49 each, which is a pretty sweet deal on these. And I gotta say, I love me some Reese's. So Reese's ice cream sounds amazing to me. So this is a great one. Big shout out and thank you to MFM1820 that said, haven't seen this posted anywhere. Klondike's Reese's bars are $3.49 Omega with the $2 Ibotta offer. Mine's $1. Up to 3 and 1,000 points on fetch, up to 5 for Reese's flavors. It makes them 49 cents a pack. So yes, if you happen to be lucky and have a $2 Ibotta rebate, then you're going to be able to grab these for 49 cents a pack. I do not, so mine's $1.49. And she's, or she, I'm not sure, said I didn't have the 3 off 2 offer you mentioned on Ibotta. So like I said, some people said they didn't have that, but I did have that, and it looked like it appeared on one flavor, basically, that it would work on both. So anyway, there you go. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let me know in the comments what your favorite Klondike flavor is, because Reese's, I don't know, it might be the good one there. I know there's Heath, and there's a bunch of them. Obviously there's the original, but just curious, what would you do for a Klondike bar, right? All right, let's move on. All right, next deal I wanted to highlight for you is the Pop-Tarts 8 count. These are regularly priced at $2.99, and they're part of the mega sale for just $1.99 each. Yes, there's an extra dot there, but they're $1.99 each, and that's the final cost. I think is an okay deal for this particular deal. I wish we had some sort of coupons or matchups, but we haven't seen really good coupons or matchups on Pop-Tarts in a very long time, so a good sale price is always helpful on that. All right, so the next deal I have for you is the Snack Pack Pudding Cups 4 count. These are regularly priced at $3.39. They're on sale for $2.99. They're part of the mega sale for $1.99 each. I just said that they were a 4 count, but it looks like they're a 6 count. So I apologize about that. If you look at the picture, it's a 6 count. So I think that's incorrect. Anyway, $1.99 for, it looks like 6 of them. Sorry about that. And so there you go. Now, let me show you another. I was thinking this was more comparable, but now that I know that this is a 6 count and not a 4 count, my next one may not be as good of a deal. So let me show you the next one. The Jell-O pudding cups are 4 count. And they're regularly priced at $3.49, on sale for $2.99, and mega sale for $1.99. And they are a 4 count. So they are going to be 50 cents each, where the other one would be cheaper, which I haven't done the math on that. But what would they be, like 33 cents each? So there, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it would be 33 cents each. Good job. So again, I was thinking they were going to be comparable and go ahead and get the name brand, but now maybe the snack pack would be the way to go because you're going to get more for your money. All right. Anyway, options there. I love it when I figure things out as I'm making the video. It's crazy how much you actually miss, or the typos that get by you when you think you've looked through everything. And you don't know how many times I make big enough mistakes. I do stop the video completely and have to re-record it because I have to fix it. So bear with me sometimes. There's just sometimes where I'm like, I am not stopping the video for that silly mistake. We're going to keep plowing through it. Anyway, we're going to move on to some Kroger deals. These are deals going on outside of the regular sales that are going on at Kroger. They could just be coupon deals, rebate deals, whatever the case may be, a combination of all of the above. So let me show you the ones that we have you don't want to miss out on. All right, so the first one I have here is the Palmolive Liquid Dish Soap 20 ounce. These are regularly priced at $2.79, and there is this $2.50 off 2 digital coupon that just popped up. The final cost, I'm guessing it just popped up. It does expire on September 2nd, so we only have a little bit of time to use it. Anyway, the final cost ends up being $3.08 total, or $1.54 per bottle. Now, that again is for the Palmolive 20 ounce bottle. We're going to do a comparison using this coupon on Ajax on the next slide, and decide which kind of soap you would prefer. Now, another combination would be do one of each, but let me show you the Ajax first. All right, so the Ajax dish soap is actually a bigger bottle. It's 28 ounces. It's regularly priced at $2.99, so a little bit more expensive, but you're getting more ounces. Again, this $2.50 off 2 digital coupon applies to it, and the final cost ends up being $3.48 total, or $1.74 each. So even though it's a little bit more expensive, a little bit more out of pocket, you are getting bigger bottles of soap. So basically, it comes down to what is your preference. Do you have a preference on soap? I generally buy Palmolive constantly. I don't really buy Ajax. I don't know. I don't have a thing against it. That's just what I normally get. But anyway, so there you go on that one. You kind of get to figure out what you would like to do and decide from there. And I did need to give a shout out and thank you to Patricia Turner for leaving the comment about this particular digital coupon to make sure that we don't miss out on this deal. All right, speaking of comments, don't worry, I'm not doing all comments here. We're going to get to more deals, but Stephanie left us a deal about the Breyers Smart Carb Bar 6 count. Now, she said in her region, they are buy one, get one. And so it's $5.48 for 2, but Fetch is also giving back 1,500 points on 2 packs. So with all that said and done, it ends up being about $1.99 per pack. Oh, and this is the one I need to give the shout out and credit to about the Betty Crocker baking mix. So thank you so much for posting both of these deals. I used both of them. I'm just using your comment once. So let me show you what's going on, because my region does not have the Breyers Smart Carb bars for buy one, get one. It's just a sale price, but I'm going to show you both scenarios so that you're able to make a wise decision when you go to purchase, if you go to purchase this. Okay, so my region, the top part is my region. Buy 2 Breyers Carb Smart Bar 6 count, regularly priced at $5.49, on sale for $3.99 each. So the total out of pocket would be $7.98, and get 1,500 points back on 2. It's a limit of 5 times. So the final cost ends up being $6.48 total, or $3.24 per box. Okay. Now the Breyers Carb Smart regions that have the buy one, get one sale are going to end up paying just $5.49 out of pocket, still getting that Fetch rebate for 1,500 points back on 2. And the final cost ends up being $3.99 total, or roughly $2 each. So a much, much better deal. Obviously, if you have the buy one, get one. So again, check your region, see what you happen to have, because it will vary from region to region. Another regional difference that we have to talk about. So Marshuan, I think that's how you say it. I hope I said it. Anyway, these noodles, it's like I don't know. It's an individual pack. You put in the microwave, you heat it up, you eat noodles. Okay. This is the staple for college life. So if you've got a college kid, hook them up, right? So these in my region are regularly priced $1.49. They're on sale for $1.29, and there's a 50-cent off 1 digital coupon, making it just 79 cents. So still a pretty good deal. However, there are other regions out there, like the one in Texas, that I kind of try to keep my eye on just to kind of see the differences between regions. And their price on this is regularly priced at $1.29. It's on sale for 99 cents, and with the 50-cent off 1 digital coupon, it makes it just 49 cents. So a little bit of difference there, but basically it's a good deal either way, and makes a great donation item if you like to donate a lot. This would be a great one to grab even if you don't eat it. And of course, we have to give a big thanks to Patricia Turner. Yet again, Patricia Turner was on it today. She left a lot of messages on the not Facebook page, in the comments of my video from Wednesday. So she was on it, showing us all the awesome deals. All right, let's move out of the Kroger deals, and we're going to move into the 5-time weekly digital deals. And again, just shocking at how much we're going to talk about today with matchups. I usually get in a majority of the matchups on Wednesday, and I think, oh, there's no more. Oh, no, there were more. So if you did not see the video from Wednesday, do go back and watch that video. Especially, I know a lot of times there's repeat deals. There weren't all repeat deals, but from week to week, when we have the same sale, a lot of times the deals do repeat. But the weekly digitals are always different. So even if you have to fast forward to the weekly digital part and watch that, definitely go watch that part of the video just to make sure you know of all of the different promotions or matchups that are going on. But these are digital coupons that are available to clip right now in your account. You can use them up to 5 times. They're store coupons, so you can pair them with manufacturer coupons, and you can also pair them with rebate apps. So this is where we get these really good deals. But let me show you the new matchups we have because I'm kind of excited about them. All right, so I do need to give a little bit of credit here to Lynette Foster for letting us know about these couple of matchups with Shopkick. So there's one going to be on the Chips Ahoy cookies, and then there's going to be another one that's on the Frawley's Fruity Pops. So I'm going to show you both of these scenarios all lined out for you. But thank you, Lynette, for posting these in the comments or in the Facebook page. So first one we have here is the Frawley's Fruity Ice Pops 6-count. These are regularly priced at $5.29, and they're on sale for $2.99, but they're just $1.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. So you want to grab them for $1.99, pay that out of pocket, and there's 3 different kinds. Now, we only have a limit of 1 time per variety on the Shopkick. So if you did want to max this out, you could buy one of the Frawley's Strawberry Fruity Ice Pops, one of the Frawley's Watermelon Fruity Ice Pops, and one of the Frawley's Pineapple Fruity Ice Pops, okay? All of them are 6-count boxes. Then we're going to take our receipt and we're going to submit it to Shopkick for 490 kicks. Now remember, 15 of those kicks are to scan the product, so do make sure that you scan each product to get that extra 15 kicks. And like I said, 1 time per variety. With the 490 kicks, it ends up making them 3 stinking cents each, which is almost free. I mean, we're very close to free. So this is a really, really awesome deal. I gotta be honest, I don't know that my kids will like these too much. They're kind of weird about fruity popsicles. They really do like chocolate and stuff, but they're really weird when it comes to this. I think they would like it, but they don't tend to try it. But for 3 cents each, I may go ahead and get them. And if they don't like them, then I'll give them away to their friends when they come over or something like that. So anyway, I'll be the cool mom that gives away popsicles or something like that. So anyway, I am going to try these, but let me know in the comments what your favorite flavors are if you've had these before. All right, so now let's move on to the Chips Ahoy deals here. So Nabisco cookies and crackers are regularly priced at $5.79 to $6.29, depending on what you're going to get. They're all on sale for $4.29, and they're $2.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. So we're going to pay $2.99 each, and then we're going to take a receipt. We're going to submit it to Fetch. There is a Nabisco cookies or crackers deal. When you spend $15, you can get 1,800 points back or $1.80. It's a limit of 2 times. There's also the Shopkick rebate for 315 kicks. Remember, 15 of those are scan kicks, so you do have to scan the product to get that, and that's a limit of 1 time. So for just a regular bag of Chips Ahoy, it's going to be $1.73 each, or possibly less, or just for 1 bag, or possibly less if you hit that Fetch rebate. But stay tuned because I have another deal with Shopkick for a very, very specific type of cookies. So here's the other one. It is specifically Nabisco Stranger Things cookies. Okay, you have to buy these. I actually kind of looked into these, what these actually are, and they're like chocolate covered chewy with strawberry in them. I don't know what to think about that, but for this price, getting them might be amazing. So, okay, so Stranger Thing cookies are regularly priced $5.79. They're on sale for $4.29. They're going to be $2.99 each with that 5-time weekly digital coupon. It falls right under that coupon, no problem. Pay $2.99 for them. Again, I would go ahead and submit your receipt to Fetch so you can accumulate money towards that $15. And then we have the Shopkick. The Shopkick is huge. It's 615 kicks. Again, 15 of those kicks are scan kicks, so make sure you scan it. And it's a limit of one time. The final price for one bag of this is 53 cents or less. But my account actually has a coupon for the Chips Ahoy. And it is picturing the Stranger Things cookies, although it does apply to the other cookies that we saw. So if I really don't want the Stranger Thing cookies, I could get just a regular Chips Ahoy cookie from the last slide and use this $1 off coupon. So the Savings for You coupon, we can mix into this if you happen to have it. But because not everybody is going to have this coupon, I didn't go ahead and include it in this. So since I do have this coupon, I'm actually going to be able to grab the Stranger Thing cookies for completely free and make a little bit of money on top of it. So I'm kind of excited about that. But double check your account, see if you happen to have this. All right, next weekly digital deal that I wanted to highlight is the Mio Liquid Water Enhancer. And I was thinking about this because yesterday's video, I highlighted the 40 pack of water. And I was like, I should have highlighted the Mio Water Enhancer because you buy the 40 pack, you buy the enhancer, we're good to go, right? Anyway, these have gone up in price. I remember when they were really cheap to begin with, and then when we got deals, they were amazing. Now they're kind of expensive. So $3.79 on sale for $3.49, or sorry, $2.49, and then they're $1.49 each with the 5-time weekly digital coupon. So $1.49 is the final cost. I have all kinds of mistakes here. That it is not $3.99. I'll fix that for the Printable Doc. I apologize. I do miss things. Like I told you, I think I have them all fixed, and then all of a sudden I mess up. So $1.49 is the final cost there. I apologize about the typo. What it is I just reuse my templates because it's quicker to do that, and I change the prices, and sometimes I just happen to miss it. So my bad. Anyway, there you go. There is a great deal on the Mio. All right, the next that we have is the Kroger bath tissue. It's the 12 double rolls. So I've had this bath tissue before. It's actually a pretty good quality for an off-brand. It's regularly priced at $6.99, so it's almost $7, but it's $4, basically $3.99 each with the 5-time weekly digital coupon, and there's no other extra matchups needed. So $3.99, a $3 savings on this is a pretty good deal, I think, and I thought that I would highlight this. This would be a good one to maybe grab on Friday as we're getting 4 times the fuel points and kind of stock up your bath tissue. I know I personally have let my stockpile on bath tissue go like almost completely away. We have just a few rolls left. So I've been trying my best to just bide my time and find a really good deal and stock up. And yeah, I haven't found like my favorite deal yet. So I think I'm going to probably end up grabbing several of these just to kind of get us through until I can find that really awesome deal. Another one I wanted to highlight for you is the Kroger cheeses. It is the 6 to 8 ounce. Most of them are 8 ounce, though. I believe the bricks can be 6 ounce. Anyway, they're regularly priced at $2.49, and they're just $1.49 with the 5-time weekly digital coupon, which makes a really good price. This is the price I always tell you to stock up on at $1.49. Obviously, if we ever got anything cheaper than that, I would say go for it, but we generally don't. This is the lowest it gets. So, and the best part about them being the smaller bags is you could really stock up and grab lots of different kinds. You don't have to, with the 32 ounce, when it equals out to be $1.49 per 8 ounces, then you have 32 ounces of the same type of cheese. This way you could get 4 bags that would equal the 32 ounces, but they could be of different types of cheese. So there you go. All right, so here is the deal with the Shea Moisture Body Wash. Now, I already told you about this deal yesterday. I have been watching this. I am recording this video basically it kind of the night before. So before I go to bed for the next day, but I am up late. So it is kind of current day. As of right now, it looks like the glitch is still available, but at any point in time, they could pull this off of Mega, which I would not be surprised to see that happen. They may not, because I don't think people are going to be running to the store to pull this particular glitch deal. or to buy this glitch deal, because it's still going to be a lot out of pocket. But if this is your shampoo, I would get some. So, or body wash. It's body wash, not shampoo. My bad. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully you're able to score this if it's something that you like. But right now, glitch is still on. We'll see if it continues. All right, I did want to get to a few of your comments, just a very few of your comments, because I love reading your comments. I know I don't get to a chance to reply back to everybody. You got to understand, I am like, I thought I was going to try to be pulling back a little bit on things I committed myself to. And I have pulled back on some of my regular commitments, but I have like decided that, well, okay, I'm going to do like 5,000 more things. So I actually have a lot on my plate this semester, more than ever before. I have 7 classes. I've never taught 7 classes in one semester. So it's a lot to do. And I'm feeling a little stressed, and we're only in week 2. So I apologize, but thank you guys for bearing with me. We are going to get into the comments here. I'm not real sure why I went off on that, but we're going to get in the comments here. It's because I do really, I know what it is. I do value all of what you say. I do read it. I just don't have time necessarily to comment back to every single person. So hopefully I highlight some of the best comments here. The first one we have is from Patricia. Like I said, she was on it today, giving us all of the great deals. This is one she brought up, but I could not find the digital coupon, so I did not include it in today's video, but I went ahead and included it in the comments. So if this is something that you do have, you're able to grab it. So the Go-Go Squeeze Pudding Pouch 4-pack is $3.99 on sale for $3.49. She has a 2 off 1 digital coupon. And I asked her in a comment, I replied back to her and I said, do you have this as a savings for you? Best customer bonus. It's a personalized coupon, because I don't see it in either my dad or my account. But it would make it $1.49 for one of these. It's a really good deal. But again, we need to find that coupon. So hopefully you're able to grab this like Patricia. Next comment I had was from Amy Stotts. Amy said, my region, West Virginia, has buy 2, get 2 free on the 12 packs. Unfortunately, she did not get the buy 2, get 3 free. I'm sorry, Amy. I think you always have kind of issues with your region. Your region is never as cool as mine. I mean, like, you are as cool as me, or maybe you're cooler than me, but your region's not. There you go. I've commented this before, but my Fetch Popsicle offers is 4,000 points back on $20. It has to be met in one transaction, which is crazy. That's a lot to expect people to buy in one transaction. I did get to the 20 once, but I used customer service credit, and Fetch said I didn't spend 20. That sucks. Man, I would return all the popsicles then. Like, unless it messes up your customer service credit, I would return them and repurchase it, because that stinks. Anyway, thanks, Amy, for sharing that. I do not have that Fetch rebate, so not an issue for me, but that really stinks. Next comment we had was from Renee Lynch that said, me and my husband, now this is a question I asked in my video from Tuesday. Since I put out 2 different ad previews, one is a sneak peek with just a few pages on Sunday, and the other one is the full ad preview with everything on Tuesday, I said, and I do get really high views, I asked, who watches both of them? Let me know in the comments, And Renee said, me and my husband watch both, and we have made a game out of it. We watch the first and put our guesses out. When the full one comes out, we see who was right and who was wrong. There's $1 on the line, so this is real business. That's awesome. Also, her grandson lives in Alabama, and they started school the second week of August. I think I had probably asked a school question as well. So thank you, Renee. I actually kind of love that you guys put a bet every week about certain things that are going on in the ads. So I love it. Now, Renee, I need updates every week about who won. I want to know who won. Okay, you got to let me know. All right, last thing before I jump off of here is I need to give a subscriber shout out. I actually was surprised we didn't have as many comments this time around, maybe because it's week 2. I hit most of the main deals. Other than Patricia, there weren't a lot of other matchups that were being put out there for today, and that's fine. People are busy. But I did have, I always look for a simple comment that helps me, lets me know you're out there, and that I greatly appreciate. So I wanted to give today's shout out to Brandy. who just said thank you. Very simple and sweet. Your picture is adorable. You're adorable. But thank you, Brandy, for leaving the comment. It helps me out to keep making videos. It does things to the powers of YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, I greatly appreciate you and that simple comment. And so thanks, Brandy. Hopefully we hear more from you later. All right, we're here at the end, I promise. The question of the day. Since we were talking pudding earlier, in my mind, I thought, why don't I ask what is somebody's favorite pudding flavor? I don't know why that came to me, and it's kind of a dumb question, but just curious. I'm always the traditional chocolate person, but I will say Oreo pudding is really good. If you make it yourself and instead of getting like the cup, I hate getting the like snack pack, not the snack pack brand, but like those, lunchbox puddings. Because it just, for one, doesn't seem like enough, which is kind of sad. But also, I don't know. I like to make it myself, and the Oreo is the best. I remember my son got his wisdom, or he got a tooth pulled. It wasn't his wisdom tooth. He got a tooth pull. It was like surgery. He had to go under anesthesia and all this stuff, and he couldn't eat for a while. And I made some Oreo pudding for him, and he absolutely loved it. And it was a highlight of that whole thing. So anyway, I think between the traditional chocolate, but Oreo pudding is where it's at. That's my take on it. Challenge me on that one. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day. It is Thursday, so we're getting closer and closer to the weekend. I'm ready for a 3-day weekend. I'm sure you are too. Let's get there so we can enjoy our weekend and relax a bit. I will see you later with more deals, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Have a great week, and I'll be back with you with more deals. Bye, guys.